Hey guys, welcome back. Well, I'm in the R72, and let's see here. You can kind of see him up there ahead of me. Dad's running ahead of me with the bean head on the trailer. And so we're heading down south here to do my neighbor's wheat. He's got about 23 acres, so should be able to get this knocked out in pretty decent time. Definitely a whole lot faster than the old M3 with the little 15-foot head. I will say, however, a lot of you like that video. I've got a little over 2,000 views on it, so thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I guess you don't see a little combine like that around too often. So anyway. Well, I'll tell you what, once they get on down here, either to the wheat field or not too far from it, I'll bring you back in and show you what's happening. Well, we're still en route to the field. From the farm, I'm guessing it's probably a good 8-mile run, so we should be there in a little bit. We'll soon be hanging a right up here onto a gravel road, and then it'll be down south here, probably about a mile or so. Okay guys, we just got started. I was going to try and show getting the head hooked on the machine, but trying to hook up along the road, had to watch out for traffic, too much hassle. Maybe I can do that when I get ready to combine rye here next couple weeks. But so far, everything's going good. I just got to watch along that edge over there. This combine has a, well, the bean head has an orbit reel, which means the fingers do a complete 360. So I just gotta watch for tree branches and that kind of stuff. So I'm just kind of running wide along that fence line, that way I don't get into a tree branch and or pick up a stick off the ground. Sure don't want that. So far though, running good. And I can tell you one thing, I sure do like this over that 15-foot head on the old M3. However, though, it has given me a good way to test this thing, just to see. If I walk down in there, all I can think of is an old mountain lion sneaking up behind me. Yeah, I was talking to Dad on the two-way radio right there. But, like I say, it has given me a chance to give this thing a good test run, because at first my neighbor told me just to leave my knives out of my chopper, and then he said he had thought about bringing his big V-rake over and maybe breaking up a little bit of the straw, who knows. Well, then he told me today to just go ahead and drop the straw spreader off and windrow it. And oh yeah, I can definitely tell a big difference between this the windrow out of this machine compared to the M3. This rotor chews the straw up a whole lot more. And so it's not near as nice a straw to work with for baling and that kind of stuff. Well, take that back. If you're going to use the straw for bedding, like for cattle, horses, I don't know, sheep, goats, whatever, rotor machine straw would probably work pretty good because it's chewed up finer. But for just simple straw bales, the walker machine definitely does a much better job. Got a little grass up here on this high ground. I'm just trying to clip the wheat heads right off the top. Oh yeah, if you probably heard Dad there on the two-way, because he was going to run along behind the combine and check the shoe and that kind of stuff for settings and that kind of thing. And sure enough, my neighbor told my dad I want to ask him some more details about it. But back over in that way somewhere, he's got some rye. Okay, I'm going to turn around here and go back. And also back over in that area is, he said there's a little old barn. And he told my dad that there's a mountain lion living back there in that little barn. He says it's been back there for the past couple years now. So sometime here I want to ask him some more details about it. I'm kind of curious. He says he's actually seen it now several different times. He said he guesses probably about the old 50 to 60 pounds with a pretty long tail on it. I can tell you one thing, northern Indiana is not exactly mountain lion territory. But yeah, that's what Dad was saying. He said he gets out here walking around, all he can think about is that mountain lion out here. Frankly, I don't blame him. He'd blend right in with this wheat standing out here. I can tell you one thing, you'd soon learn how to run real fast if that thing showed up. Okay, well, you saw once I get on around here, right there's a little bit of what the windrow looks like compared to the M3 windrow. It's only about half the size. And I'm running more than double the head width. But there, once again, the rotor chews it up pretty fine. I was just talking to my dad on the two-way radio. My neighbor brought his semi over. He's got parked up there at the end of the field. But when I was talking to Dad, my neighbor, he was standing there also, and he said he saw that mountain lion here just right out about a month ago, and so it would be kind of neat to put a trail camera out here and try and pick him up on a trail cam. I'm running right at 2.5 miles an hour, so approximately the same speed that I was with the M3. I can tell you one thing, I'm definitely covering a whole lot more ground. But this is 23 acres, so take a couple hours and job be done. All right, turning on the end. Okay, right there's a good, kind of a good comparison. You can see how the Walker machine makes a much better windrow for straw. up on the camera, not too bad, and coming up on the hopper. That little cab cam was in the combine back when we bought the thing back in 2018. Makes it nice. I just pulled up here the semi unloading. Like I say, that's my neighbor's semi, and then my dad's going to be bringing our semi down here also. And then hopefully between the two trucks, that should hold all the field we're guessing. So got you on my tripod now. That works. Yeah, out there, I'm making decent headway. Haven't been running that long, so that's why I say that's a nice thing with having 35 feet compared to 15. A whole lot faster. Alright, just got unloaded. Get turned around here. That truck sitting right there has got me kind of tight trying to get turned back into my row. So I'm going to get flipped around here and get ready to take back off again. You're sitting on my tripod, and maybe you can see a little bit better. I gotta watch it. Over top this higher ground, I'm kind of cutting a higher stubble. That way I don't pick up a lot of those green weeds. In fact, a lot of that's actually mare's tail. Some grass, but not too bad. Kind of looks like a blank spot in the drill. You can see it goes kind of right through there, and no wheat. Almost looks like it wasn't planting or had a couple seed tubes plug up. I don't know. on my bin level. So when I get up here to the end, I'm going to stop and go over and dump the hopper. Okay, yeah, you should be able to see that halfway decent. And there we go. I'm hoping if it works out to be able to try and get some outside shots. My dad took my neighbor back because my neighbor's actually baling straw for us. He's got a bale accumulator for his baler, along with a grapple, and so we're cutting his wheat and he's baling our straw. And so I'm not sure when my dad will be back here, and so like I say, I'm hoping to be able to get some outside video as well. But hey, if I need to, I got my tripod with me. I'll just take and put my camera out just like I've done with the sprayer and that kind of stuff. In fact, you know what? While the combine's unloading, I'll just jump out show you around right quick. I've actually got it slowed down, the unload speed in the hopper. There's flaps that you can take and you put down over top the auger. That way you don't overrun the unload with the smaller grain of the wheat. Nothing like the sound of a Cummins M11. Okay, well, I just finished unloading. However, when I stepped outside there and showed you around, I could smell kind of like a hot belt smell. And sure enough, I got a belt that's jumped up out of a pulley track. So I'm going to try and see if I can get that popped back in. Let me show you what's happening. Yeah, you see that? That belt somehow got up on the edge, and it's a double V belt. It's supposed to be here and in there, and somehow one V jumped up here on the edge on that clutch head. So now I gotta try and get that belt back down that V. I was finally able to get that belt put back down in there. I have no idea what made it jump, like walk up and out of there and get up here on this edge. And so, because this right here is actually the head clutch armature. And so when you put the electric to it, it snaps these two pieces right here together, and that's what engages the head. And so, but the belt's back in there now, so let's take off, get going. Well, I'm going again. Now, like I say, I don't know what made that belt jump up out of that pulley like that. Kind of odd. Well, I'm about done with this field. Got about another round or so. Just a quick heads up, I was hoping to get some outside footage, but sure enough, my dad is helping our neighbor, whose wheat this is, bale our straw. And so I was hoping he might be able to get some outside footage for me, but like I say, he's helping him. And I was going to use my little tripod that I've used before. However, they are. I've looked at the radar and I can kind of see it in the northwest. Some blue sky moving in, blue clouds. And so, with a possible chance of threat of rain, I am not stopping the combine to jump outside and set my tripod up. That takes too much valuable time to get that I can be keeping this thing running. However, on the good news side, we will be combining rye here in about a week and a half, approximately 2 weeks, and I will be using this machine. And at that time, Dad will be available to get some outside footage for me. Also, if you want to see outside footage of this big guy running, I'm talking about the combine, not me. But you can go back to last, well, either I had some videos from last fall of 2022, and or I know last Christmas I did a little video compilation from fall time. And tell you what, if it works out, I'll try and get the link and post that link to that video compilation in the comment section down below. That way you can see this combine and also our R72 from last fall running. But like I say, I will be getting outside footage here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, when we get ready to combine our rye. And like I say, I was hoping to get some outside footage, well, other than the walk around I just did when I was unloading. But like I say, I'll try and get some outside footage when we're harvesting rye, and that way you can see it. And as you can see, I'm coming down the last stripe. I'm actually trying to cut above that green grass and a lot of this mare's tail that's in here. All right, and that's got it. So I'm going to head back up the semi and dump my hopper and call it a day. So maybe I'll grab a little video when I get ready to do that. All right, dumping the last little bit out of the hopper. Ah, there we go. Take a look back there. And that's got it. Okay guys, well hey, thanks a lot for watching. I sure hate that I wasn't able to get outside footage of this thing running. I'll double check with my dad, but I don't think he got any either because I'm trying to get a lot of stuff coordinated. But like I say, we will be combining rye, and so I will have him get some outside footage for me, and definitely be getting that posted as well. So take care. Thanks a lot for watching. See you next time.